Good morning children. Once again we are continuing the extra questions of chapter lines and angles only. So the first question today is, for what value of y would make AOB is a line? Very simple question. If AOB is a line means then the sum of all the angles, that is AOB, should be equal to angle AOB should be straight angle only. So as usual we should write a given to prove. So we should write here given AOB is a line. To find y, proof. Okay, what is the proof? If AOB is a line, what we can write? Angle 2y plus 10, that is 2y plus 10 plus 3y equal to 180 degree, right? Because it's a line. Now 2y plus 3y, it is 5y equal to 180 minus 10 equal to 170 degree. What is y now? 170 divided by 5. So it is equal to 34 degree. So when the value of y equal to 34 degree, then we can say that AOB will be a line. Very simple question only. If it is a line, then what we can write? Sum of the angles equal to 180 degree. Here 2y plus 10 plus 3y, the value is given in terms of y. So it is equal to 5y equal to 170. Therefore y equal to 34 degree. If a line is perpendicular to one of the given parallel lines, then it is also perpendicular to other line. That means line is perpendicular to one of the parallel lines. That is the given part. So we are taking that line L is perpendicular to AB. What is to be proved? Then it is perpendicular to the other line CD also. So what is given in the question? L perpendicular to AB. Now what is to prove? L perpendicular to CD also, right? So already given that in proof, what we can write? AB parallel to CD. Okay, now I'll write angle 1 and angle 2 here. Angle 1 and angle 2. AB parallel to CD. That what you can say about 1 and 2? We can write that angle 1 equal to angle 2 corresponding angles. Right? Angle 1 is equal to angle 2 corresponding angles. But what is angle 1? Angle 1 equal to 90 degree. It is given. Angle 1 equal to 90 degree. Therefore, angle 2 is equal to 90 degree. This implies L perpendicular to CD. Right? L is making an angle with the line CD also 90 degree only. So L perpendicular to CD, hence proved. Simple question only. It is given that L perpendicular to AB. We should prove that L perpendicular to CD only, and also AB and CD are parallel lines. So corresponding angle property we should use. Therefore angle 1 and 2 are equal because they are equal to 90. So L perpendicular to CD, that is the other line, hence proved. Angle 1 equal to 60 degree, angle 2 equal to 2/3 of a right angle. Prove that L parallel to M. So what is given in the question? Angle 1 equal to 60 degree and angle 2 equal to 2/3 of a right angle. So 60 degree. To prove L parallel to M. Proof. Simple proof only. Angle 1 equal to 60. Angle 2 we already calculated. It is also equal to 60. So both are corresponding angles only. This shows that angle 1 equal to angle 2. Corresponding angles are equal. Therefore The given lines are parallel. Which are they? L parallel to M only. So simple question, we have to prove the corresponding angles are equal property. So the given lines are parallel. Just calculate the given questions. So we have proved the theorem. Prove that M parallel to N. So the given question, so many measurement of angles are given. We have to show that these two lines are parallel. So what is given in the figure means angle E equal to, given I will write angle E equal to 35, angle B equal to 45, angle O equal to 80. To prove, M parallel to N. Proof. In triangle BCE, first we will take triangle BCE. What are the angles are given? Angle B is given, angle E is given, angle C we can find out. So in triangle BCE, angle B plus angle C plus angle E equal to 180 degree. Angle sum property. Substitute the values B and E there. Then 45 here plus angle C plus angle is 35, it is equal to 180 degree. So angle C plus 80 equal to 180 degree. Therefore angle C equal to 100 degree. That means I'll mark in the figure angle 1 and here angle 2, right? So angle C implies angle 1 equal to 100 degree. Now if we got angle 1 equal to 100, then what we can say that angle 2 is also equal to 100 degree. This time what is the reason? Vertically opposite angles. So we got 100 here, right? Now 180, you check these two lines, co-interior angles. This is the transversal, OC is the transversal, and co-interior angles are supplementary. 100 plus 80, that is equal to 180 degree. So I'll write here angle O plus C equal to 80 plus 100 equal to 180 degree. Here co-interior angles are supplementary. So we have applied the third property of the parallel lines. So co-interior angles are supplementary. So what is the conclusion? The given lines are parallel. Which is the given lines? N and M. M parallel to N. Hence proved. Okay. So what we have done the steps here. First we have used angle sum property in the triangle BEC. C we have calculated. What is the C value? 100. If C is 100, angle 2 is also 100. After that is vertically opposite angles. Because it's not given in the question, we have calculated. Once we got this is 100, then 100 plus 80 co-interior angles are supplementary. So what is that one? The given lines are parallel. So which are the given lines? M and N are parallel, hence proved. In triangle ABC, the internal bisectors of angle B and angle C meet at P. External bisectors of angle B and C meet at O. Prove that angle BPC plus angle BQC equal to 180 degree. Here this question we have to use two theorems because we have already learned in our example, textbook example, we have learned for external bisector, and today's class we have studied about internal bisector or last class. So angle B and C meet, I think last class only we have seen that internal bisectors. So while drawing the diagram we can understand this one. So that is the internal bisectors of angle B and C meet at P. So you can see here internal bisector of B as well as C meeting at the angle meeting at P only. So here we have drawn the internal bisector. Similarly, we have to draw for the external bisector. So for the which angle? Angle B and C. External bisector we have drawn here. So now I think you got the idea of the diagram, how it is. The exterior angle it is here. So from that we have drawn the external bisector BO and CO. So what is given in the question? Given in the question means internal bisectors of B and C. Same only, internal bisectors of angle B and C meet at P, and external bisectors, what is that? External bisectors of angle B and angle C meet at O. What is to be proved here? To prove means angle BPC plus angle BQC equal to 180. Right? Angle BPC means angle P here, and angle BQC means here 180 degree meeting at Q only here. So this letter here I have to make Q. Okay, here also Q only I have written, meeting at a Q. So we have to use two result here, proof. If we remember this one means we have to use the two result here. So therefore the internal bisector angle BPC. So we know that only we will write, we are not repeating the proof here. Angle BPC means 90 plus half of angle A. Right? Angle BQC means 90 minus half of angle A. Right? Because with this the application of the theorem only, which is the external bisector theorem and internal bisector theorem. So here we will write internal bisector theorem. Here external bisector theorem. That result we are using here, we are not proving here, we are using the result only. External bisector theorem we will write. It's a theorem questions only. As a example it is given in the textbook. So BPC we got, BQC we got. Now we have to add only. So we are adding the equations. Let me get 1 and this is 2. So 1 plus 2 gives angle BPC plus angle BQC, that is the left side, and 90 plus half A plus 90 minus half A. So angle A half, one is with plus, one is with minus, it will get cancelled. So what is remaining? It is equal to 180 degree, hence proved. So here we got that the sum of angle BPC plus sum of angle BQC equal to 180 degree. Here what we have to do means we have to use the result of this one. So these theorems you have to learn the result correctly, otherwise it's a problem. Angle BPC equal to 90 plus half of A, and angle BQC, that is external bisector theorem. This we have proved that 90 minus half of A. So we are using these two theorems and we are adding nothing else. So angle BPC plus BQC equal to 180 degree, because one is plus half of A and one is minus of half of the angle A. Both will get cancelled. So the remaining is 90 plus 90 equal to 180 degree. AB divides angle DAC in the ratio 1:3 and AB equal to DB. AB equal to DB means these two sides are equal, and find x only the question. So it is divided in 1:3. Already x is given, so we have taken it is y and 3y. So what is given in the question means we will write that angle DAB equal to y and angle BAC equal to 3y. AB equal to DB implies angle A equal to angle D also equal to Y, because that is both the base angles are equal. Now what is to find? To find X. Okay, proof. See, 108 plus 3y plus y equal to 180 degree. What is the reason? Straight angle. See here, it is a DAC is a line only, and all the three angles sum equal to 180 degree. So 108 plus 4y equal to 180. So what is 4y? 180 minus 108 implies y equal to 108 is there, so here 72 degree. 4y equal to 72 degree. Therefore what is y? Y equal to 18 degree, right? So y equal to 18 degree means angle DAB equal to 18 and angle BAC equal to 54 degree. So I'll write here angle DAB equal to 18 degree, angle BAC equal to 3 into 18 equal to 54 degree, right? Now what is the next question? We have written here AB equal to DB implies the base angles are equal in isosceles triangle. So angle equal to D equal to Y. Therefore angle A equal to angle D equal to Y equal to 18 degree. Now we will write in triangle BDAC. In triangle DAC, DAC, what we can write? Angle C plus angle A plus angle D equal to 180 degree. Angle sum property. Okay, substitute the values. Angle C is X here. Angle A equal to 18 and angle D means 54 plus angle A equal to angle D equal to 18, right? Angle D equal to 18. But what is angle A? Angle A means 18 plus 54 together. This is 4y. So angle A equal to 54 plus 18 degree. It is equal to 72. Right? So I'll write here 72 equal to 180 degree. Therefore X equal to 180 minus 72 plus 72 minus 80. So 180 minus 90. So finally what is the answer? X equal to 90 degree. So here we have written that one straight angle property, that is 108 plus 4y equal to 180 degree. Therefore y equal to 18. If it is y is 18, 3y is 54, total 72 degree, right? Once you got 72, we can got here 18 degree only. So total these two angle, it is equal to 90. So after using this, you can find the third angle, that is X, by using angle sum property. So what is the value we are getting? 180 minus 90, it is equal to 90 degree. So first we have calculated the 4y, then we have calculated y by using the base angle property. That is why angle A and angle D we got. So the remaining angle C we can calculate by using the angle sum property. So what is the value we are getting? X equal to 90 degree. So today's class we are winding up, and we have completed all the important sums related to our lines and angles. So one more chapter we have completed here. So practice more. Thank you.